But I just wanted to commend you.
From a distance, it looks like any other meeting, but that is far from it. It is a record-setting meeting, one that is likely to change the very fortunes of this community forever. The parents are here to do what most parents over the years have failed to do, committing to automatically transfer the titles they are receiving from their cooperative society to their children once they attain the age of maturity. Emma Wanjiru, a single mother of one, is among those who have taken that bold step.
At his age, maybe 30 years, he might not be able to pay the rent that will be charged then. And that's why as a parent, I am trying to shield him from such expenses, maybe build a house in the future if he agrees for us to do that in his land, because now that belongs to him.
Urithi Cooperative Society has invented this rare approach to aid its members tackle the perennial land-related disputes often triggered by doctored processes or lack of the same.
The MOU is quite elaborate. It covers the do's and the don'ts, and it is posted with our lawyer for posterity, so that the parents will give specific conditions and circumstances under which the child can acquire or dispose of that property.
Land being an emotive subject, this move will perhaps go a long way in resolving perennial conflicts associated with family land.
What we are doing now is right. Being bold enough to say, let my son have this, let my daughter have this. What has been happening, a parent has a lot of land. Eventually he dies without giving it to anybody. Then eventually it ends up in court. All the children fighting for the same piece of land. And it can take up to over 10 years.
According to the professor, the calculated transfer is not an end in itself and more needs to be done.
We need them to take care of it, both for themselves, for their children's children, and for the country. So it must be used well. So we need a lot of interacting with the land, training, talking to them, let them know what land means.
Cooperative, through the MOU, has put in place a fail-safe mechanism to ensure that children who benefit from the process do not abuse it.
Should the child fail to behave or to meet the expectations, the parent has a right to reverse the transaction. Remember, it's an MOU, and in an MOU, there are two parties that have to keep to the promise.
And to the wood beneficiaries, it's a move in the right direction.
Even though they say that the future is unknown, they are preventing me from having, future troubles, having to argue with them, about the land, such stuff.
This will hopefully bring to an end the constant wrangles over land and inheritance, some of which have resulted into death. Patrick Igunza, K24 Weekend Report.